Hi everybody, welcome to your monthlies. We are transferring from Pisces to Aries. So to start, Aries, happy birthday to all the girls and boys. Aries is the first actual sign of the zodiac. It's considered as like big boy or big girl. It's that kind of starting exuberant energy. Aries is basically highly associated with Fool, somebody who is charging in all direction, exploring new possibilities, and going forward. So before we move on, I just really want to tell you that we are nearing the end of the promotion. So my 20-minute reading is $30 US and 40-minute reading is $65. So also guys, once when you get a reading, I actually do send you coupons, so that way in the future you can even get a better deal. So if you actually are considering readings, I would say to take advantage of these prices. However, if you want to take a chance and getting a free reading, then please join my Facebook account, where just by joining it you're going to be automatically entered in a draw, and that's going to be the Easter draw, and somebody is going to win the prize over there. So if this is the way you want to go, or just you want to be on a Facebook because there's going to be additional information, I really would love to see you there as well. But also it's a good opportunity to interact with the other people who love tarot and who maybe want to learn about it, because I'll be posting interesting tips on it. So talking about tips, let's start today. I really want to talk to you about the issue, and really let's address this issue through this Queen of Swords and King of Swords, because I highly identify with these two cards. So let's go into what Queen of Swords is and King of Swords. They both are very experienced, basically, character in tarot. They have really high energy, sword energy. Sword is really heavy. To keep it like what she's keeping, really upright, it takes lots of energy and lots of muscle. In the other card that you see from Cat Tarot people, she's keeping it down, so that's because she's in a good mood that day. But trust me, that sword is really heavy and can hit very hard. And the sword people are really fair people, but they are not the most emotional people. So you can tell in my readings that I tell the truth. I don't go around, I don't kind of like try to sugarcoat it, because I feel that even if it's a bad information, sometimes it helps, because it helps you reach the closure. So if these two people, Queen of Swords or King of Swords, go really badly, then they actually create lots of narcissism, lots of ego energy, and sometimes like you see that around. And this is what basically has happened on my channel. I knew this is going to happen sooner or later because it's a new channel, but I did get a comment from a person who was basically really complaining about the cats on the channel. So okay, what is then better than let's pull the card about this whole comment, and let's learn a little bit where this person is coming from. Maybe maybe I'm not getting something, and I'm always open to kind of learning new things. Oops, we have a jumper. And let me pull my I don't know if you can see this, or I can zoom in too much. And I pulled in my Vera Sibilla cards. Oops. Jumpers. Oops. And let's have one more. There you go. Alright, so what do we have? And you know what, to be fair, I really don't think that I should interpret it, so I'm going to really read it from the book of basically interpretation. As far as Wheel of Fortune, I mean, this is really clear to everybody. It is not in the upright kind of situations, so it is downward. And so obviously it represents negativity. It represents something that you know, it's certainly a change, and it's a change in a way that this is the first, to me, highly inappropriate comment. So what I'm going to read to you is from the book about haughtiness. So we have the peacock, but this peacock is in verse. So this peacock in the upright position here, it's basically being conceived because in Catholicism, Italy's main religion, and these are Italian cards, even though they call them gypsy cards. The peacock is a symbol of immortality, resurrection, and of Jesus. In the Middle Ages, in the book, St. Augustine in the City of God believed the peacock had antiseptic qualities and did not rot. So, however, as most of you know, the channel is called Cat Tarot. First of all, I'm a cat, and I have cats. So, it's not only that I love cats, I love all animals, but just so it happens that I actually share my love with cats, life with cats, and I'm learning quite a bit from them. They basically pacify me, they have this enormous, like I mean, clear energy, and I really love them. The comment that I received today was the following. I rescued cats, dogs, birds, and more for over 25 years, but they don't belong in too many psychic readings. It totally breaks the energy and connection for me. A person will do anything to get what they want. It represents a liar. It can also represent a tendency to get angry and someone who loves to be flattered and be the center of attention. Whoa, now you're center of attention, so I hope you get what you really want. So it goes and on for a couple of pages, so let's not go on with it. So let's see the child in reverse. So of course, as you can imagine, the child is a really happy occasion, as you can tell, right? Which is kind of a neutral card, and it's like everybody's probably looking forward to a child unless it is in reverse. So let's see what reverse meaning is. It says this. This card represents something that is not yet ready to be born, a situation that is still immature. So this meaning can of course be broadened to include adults. When reversed, this card lengthens the time frame indicated by other cards in the spread. This card is symbolic of someone who is inexperienced, who can be gullible, but who is really not right for the entry into the adult world. When this card describes painful circumstances, it does so by saying that it is a pain that stings one to the quick and has deeply affected the querent. So yeah, I mean, somebody touched my kids, how do you think I would feel? And you know, this kind of whole expertise all together is not well. And also in the closing here it says this card also describes someone with a Peter Pan syndrome, who's refusing to grow up and who's refusing to take responsibility for their actions. So reunion is sort of self-explanatory. So this is something that is not starting. This is somebody who is negative. So here I'll give you the verdict, Mr. Commenter. I'm breaking up with you. This is not working out. We are not on the same vibe level. I don't want to be negative. I want to be this Queen of Swords and King of Swords, being fair, giving people advice without wrapping it in a sugar coating. But we certainly learn what King of Swords reversed is, and that's who you are. You think you are basically an expert, you think you're knowing all, and you think, like, I mean, we should be listening to your advice, and I don't know for which reason. So yeah, I'm breaking up with you. I do wish you well. I really hope you find whoever you want to find, but please don't come to my channel anymore, and please don't harass me anymore. So thank you very much, and let's move to the positive things, because you know what I had this beautiful reading for Aries to do, and in the end I think Safi wants to have a few words about the comment. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your monthly reading. So, um, let's start getting in right away. The bottom of the deck, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And this is coupled with the cat. Something new. You're embarking on something new, on the new kind of like path. And, you're trying to shed the issues that maybe you had in the past in order to move in a much more productive way. Okay, so let's dig in. What are you bringing here? What is the starting point? Starting point is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. But it's coupled with Seven of Sky reversed, right? And this is a card of apology. This is a card of well-being. This is a card of trying to get better, right? So this is somebody really sneaky this way. If you look at it, like, your mouse is going away, you're getting distracted, a whole bunch of things happening at the same time. But here, right, like this is looking up, and this is kind of like looking in, and passion is that way, kind of like you feel that flame, but at the same time, there has to be some kind of like you kind of like, in order to experience it, you need some kind of clearance over something. Let's see, what is this all about? This is crossed with let your friends help you. So it looks like you were discussing some issues that you had with your friends, or trying to look researching the subjects to bring some that brought some closure. It says ask for and accept support from others, and this did bring some closure, right? The world is like really wonderful card. It kind of like it's the end of one phase. So whoever was hurting you and who actually had to apologize, or even this is you apologizing to someone else, it was sort of like end of one phase. So what are you bringing to basically this month from the last? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, and like thinking about being single and enjoying your singlehood. And actually, I'm seeing this a lot. Of course, like there's signs that are notorious for being in relationships, like Leos and Libras. But like oh my gosh, I'm seeing the single female a lot, or single person, and it's actually really good because I really like this card. I don't really think you can be happy in a relationship unless you really find a way to be certainly kind of like have that core in you, and be happy with yourself. And this is what looks like you're bringing here and learning about it and standing like really on your ground. And this is maybe why there is some kind of closure happening. So what did you leave in the past? You kind of like left this kind of like whole feelings of not being supported. You kind of like lie down in bed, and then like all these thoughts are starting to get through you, like all these things that happen, and like something that somebody did to you, and right, and like express your love. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture, but it hasn't been met with success. It has been kind of not a right fit, I would say. It has been, yeah, it's this feeling of unhappiness. It's not this kind of like devastation, I would say. It's certainly kind of like concern about how to move ahead. And if and I can see where this singlehood comes from, right? Because like you kind of like come to this grounding, and maybe like almost like it's kind of like humility that you have to reach, kind of humbling experience, asking you to kind of like really realize what you did wrong, what somebody else did wrong, and move ahead. And it could also possibly mean that you, even though you love someone, you just realize that this is not working out, or it's not the greatest fit, and you have left this in the past. But some of that is still existing, because actually you did work yourself up. You're a Cancer after all. And this is your message for the month. This is your karmic message. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life and will hurt you. You see, this was like starting as nightmares, but now you're convincing yourself that, this is not working, and I don't know what I'm doing, and, I'm going to lose one of my lives. It's kind of like suspicion altogether over over things. And this kitty, you know, like I'm losing his, like he's so scared, right? So codependency is being scared. Codependency is like what we learned in the past to kind of like stick to situations and stick to people who really don't work for us, and who we just think because they're immediate, because it's so much easier. And like especially if you're like a female, it like we are trained to be nurturers, we are trained to try to make relationships work, and then we get hurt because like these people are not understanding that we are overextending ourselves, and like our partners just keep kind of pushing us out and we get hurt. So codependency, karmic resolve codependency is like to really be secure in yourself. And I think you did it last month by paying attention to the red flags, which is kind of like one of these first steps in codependency basically training, where you have to figure out which situation is repetitive in your life, because sometimes people and situations keep being invited in your life because you need to resolve this kind of lesson. And however, you're moving ahead into a decision-making state, and you will be meeting people, and there is somebody, in particular, possible soulmate that you're getting to know. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, right? And you're not jumping in all the way. You're like not even knee high. You're like right to the ankle and trying to see if you really want to go in this adventure. See, this is it. This is getting to know. You're getting them to come to your threshold, but not really in. And that's really good, because that's a high quality relationship. And this is what we have learned from this 9 of Earth. And how you feel about yourself. You see, you're learning that this codependency, in a way, control, that sticking with this partner, like in a sense, even though we kind of usually play a game with kind of like sweaty palms, we play poker with sweaty palms, but we lose this game of codependency because we always feel that we're always not getting what it is, because it's a form of addiction, right? We need more and more and more, and sometimes dramas are involved, and the dramas are being cut with kind of like being hurt, and then it's a cut of one stage, and then we go to the next one. But here, you guys are advancing. Look, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And here, there's this deep understanding, that you are going to put yourself in high esteem. Look at this. Like right now, you kind of like freed yourself to really feel independent and trudging ahead and kind of like knowing who you are. And here it's like you're putting yourself on pedestal. And I really love to see that, control issues, after all, happen when you feel that somebody should be doing something the way you want them to. Okay, maybe this is not well put. That somebody should be behaving according to what is comfortable for us. But people are not like that. So what this lesson is like to not really control other people, let them do whatever they want. But we are going to choose if that works for us or not. So the others are looking at you and they're realizing you're in a playful stage, that you're allowing, it says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, and consult others, right? And this is a passionate kind of thing that people will trying to get and give you their 2 cents, and you can absorb this. And for the time being, it's basically asking you to kind of have a lighter energy, because this is pretty heavy duty stuff. This is lots of work that has happened. So let's see hopes and fears. Heart-to-heart conversations. I love this because this is happening with codependency, and the codependency usually doesn't have heart-to-heart conversations, because you kind of is that kind of almost tennis game, like somebody throws the ball at you, you're throwing back, but it's not that you can really find time to strategize. It's for that requires to be a really good tennis player to get to that level. And other way of resolving is to talk about it, right? And you can really say what things in which things you can kind of really lose passion about this relationship and about everything, or about the other person. It's basically asking you to call, because communication is the key to successful relationships, or lack of communication is the way to lose the passion. So this is kind of another learning lesson, and lovely ending of the month, right? you are going to come to your own. And even though you're kind of like are starting a month with feeling, you know what, maybe I'm better off alone, and maybe I'm better off, you know, just sticking to my own intuition, and I don't have to control anybody this way, you know, you are ending up being this nurturing uber female, right? Look at this, the Empress. Like everything that you can desire, you're kind of like improving yourself. And why? Because you made an effort. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And going through all this turmoil and going these ups and downs, like, right, you have a 9 and 10 of sky. These are sky energies. These are really strong, harsh energies for your water. So you're here, sky is here. So it's really, imagine if fish is jumping out the water, going up, it cannot stay out in that energy very long. And that's what you were exposing yourself for a while and learning, and you are getting right now. Right now you're letting go of control issues. This is a biggie. Like, people spend a lifetime not being able to do it. And then when you do that, you're going to become the cat, the fool. You're moving ahead with a completely new life. You're shedding all these preconceived notions. And then your soulmate is going to be somebody much different from what you had. Okay, so let's check Gypsy spread and see a little kind of overview on surroundings this month. So let's see the ladies for Cancer. Oops, jumper. Wow. That's that thing that you're going through. Okay, for some of you, there is a third party. For some of you. And that's going to be kind of like not tolerated anymore for you. Like, it absolutely, you have learned this lesson. If there is a third party, you're going to call it, you're going to cut it like nothing before. You're going to ask your friends basically to come and support you. The friends will be actually watching over you, and at the same time, you're going to be aware that you still need to maintain your own kind of dignity and your own hope, right? Because look, you have hope and servant, so hope will serve you to renegotiate something else or somebody else, because this waiting, it looks on the other side, and then you're going to get consolation, and that's one of the best cards. Like, you're getting these rewards for being tough through this kind of hard times. So let's just check for couples. Let me see that. What is the significator for that? Okay, found it. Let's see. For those of you guys who are in relationships, let's see what the month is going to bring, because you're going to learn the same lessons, and it's just different flavor. It's maybe not vanilla, it's maybe chocolate or pistachio. Yeah, again, you have a servant, you see you have a friend, you see how some lessons are, well, you might actually, some of you might have miscarriage. So ladies, you might deal with that, or you might deal with somebody being sick in your family, one or the other. So either you'll have a friend who is going to, with whom you're going to engage into something new, or who is going to have a baby soon, or you might go through miscarriage right now and being really taken with this, and really kind of taken down, even with your partner about it, right? But you are going to be your own worst enemies, and you have to like communicate this out to, you know, like, I mean, don't keep it inside of you as a secret, because like that's not good, because just releasing it out is going to give you this feeling of lightness and carefree kind of like energy. I just want to confirm this child, which could mean child, of course, but it can mean something new as well. No, it is the end of something. Look, conversation, death, and room. Something intimately died, and it's going to be lots of buzz about it. So yeah, it could be miscarriage for some of you. For the others, could be that, deception and this kind of like pain that you've been through it, and that kind of reflects these kind of secrets and being like on guard with someone. Okay, so let's see for the Lenormand. Let's see sort of like a little broader spectrum, not just a love reading. And just to see quickly for both men and women, and men will be either Cancer guys, or basically you ladies will look in a guy that you're attracted to. So kind of like it can pick both energies. So let's see, Cancer ladies are right here. Cancer ladies. Oh my God, do you ever have options? Holy smoke. Look at that. You have option to be in couple, to date around, to reunite, to marry, loyal partner, sunshine. The ring is not here. Oh, sorry, the ring is here. Somebody might propose. And it could be a long distance that you might move somewhere, or you could be dating somebody long distance. It's not going to be anything. Like the only question is going to be loyalty because of this reunion. You'll be discussing somebody's loyalty and to see if he's qualified, if you're trying to take somebody back. If not, you're going to just throw him back into the ocean and you're going to say there are lots of fish in the sea and you're going to embark, and then you're getting these lovebirds and the sun. My gosh, like anything you wish, anything you wish. So you're getting literally, you're really getting this. So make the effort. This month is like literally you're getting whatever you want. Just imagine it, make a wish, and this is what's going to happen. So, wow, I'm changing my horoscope sign this month to Cancer. Okay, so let's see the Cancer guy. There's Cancer guy, or for you Cancer ladies, a guy you're interested in. So it can actually absorb both energies. So let's see what happens with this. Cancer ladies and for Cancer gentlemen, March 21st to April 20th. There we go. Again, repetition. Well, all three are repetition. More. Yeah. Okay. Well, who doesn't have secrets? We all have secrets. He does have something that is like holding. But look, I mean, you guys, Cancer guys, you want to propose. Absolutely. You found your mate. You want to propose. You want to settle down. You want to be loyal. Oh my God. It's again, the wedding. Absolutely. You guys, you Cancer guys are proposing this month. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're starting a new chapter. You're starting a new chapter of your life. Like in the beginning, you're deciding the crossroads, you're going to be doing the thinking, you're going to kind of like make sure, like, in your Cancer energy. And for you ladies, there is a guy out there who will be a major guy in your life. Like, I mean, it's some kind of like communication here, lovebirds. You might be having two choices over here, and you might think that one of these choices is not going anywhere. So there is a gathering with lots of people that kind of can be sort of happy gathering or a kind of like party where you might actually find some kind of things that you might not like. But like, I mean, overall, you're going to feel there is a guy who is loyal to you, with whom you can anchor, and who basically you will feel comfortable getting married. Again, amazing for both genders. So guys, enjoy your month. You're going to have a lovely month, okay? Love you. Bye.